Assalamu alaikum and peace. It's Bilal Abdullah Mujahid back again, once again. You know what it is, Black Muslim in America. Back at you again. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share. Do that now. Thank you for tuning back in. And today, I want to talk about, of course, what everybody else is talking about, what's going around, making the rounds on social media and whatnot. We know. It's your boy Lil Nas X, and from now on, we calling that nigga Lil Nasty X now, because I'm not gonna let him disrespect Nas's name like that. No, Lil Nasty X. I'm sure everybody's seen his new video, "Call Me by Your Name," Montero. Montero is his real name. It sounds like a damn Mortal Kombat character from Mortal Kombat 2, Motaro. But in this devil-themed video, Lil Nasty. He literally gyrates on Satan's lap. He does a twerk fest on Satan's lap. Just think about that. That's beyond trolling. That's some corn, but that ain't that crazy. I've said many times, and I even have videos about it, that Satanism is white supremacy, and white supremacy is Satanism. So when we see this black dude is twerking his bussy on Satan's lap, this is him showing that he has submitted fully to white supremacy. Yeah, he has become buck broken to white supremacy. He has tooted it up to white supremacy. He has been sodomized by white supremacy. And since he wants to be in the lap of luxury and remain in the lap of luxury, pun intended, since he wants to remain in the lap of luxury of white zaddy, he will do whatever it takes to have that, even if it means twerking on Satan's lap. And, even if it means giving it up to Satan's phallic symbol, if we want to put it that way. And, this is, what more do you need as proof, of the satanic nature of the music industry? This just adds to the proof that to really get on, one must sell their soul, give up his behind, or both, and do blood sacrifices. This is more proof. This is just more proof. And Lil Nasty has done all three. I remember him tweeting like a while ago that he sold his soul, and and then he came out as gay, and then now we see who he's giving it up for, who he's giving the booty up to. He has satanic booty, and now he has done his blood sacrifice to a degree, because now he has this whole Nike shoe he's releasing. Now, it's a company releasing these shoes called Mischief, and they spell it MSCHF, which is basically supposed to be, the word mischief. And I'm wondering if this is like a Jewish company, because they take the vowels out of words and make up, that's how they do their stuff. They take the vowels out of words. It's just something deep. But they're like a troll company that makes all kind of weird items. So, they like to troll. They collabed with Lil Nasty to make this shoe, this little satanic shoe. And before this shoe, they released the holy water Nikes with actual holy water in them. And then now they're releasing these satanic shoes, and they will only sell 666 of them. So even they're playing with the numerology and playing with the numbers, and see what I mean? It's all wrapped together. Now, do y'all remember when I did my video a while back about how I don't rock Nike, I don't wear Nike, and I was basically breaking down the reasons why I don't? Well, here you have it. These shoes are basically about mocking religion. Walking on water, mocking Jesus. And now to quote unquote balance it out, now they're dropping these Satan shoes. And remember, in my Nike video, I was asking, would you wear shoes that had Satan on them? Well, now you see it has come to fruition. And it's under the banner of Nike, who, I don't rock with, which is to me a confirmation of why I don't wear them anyway. And Nike has come out and said they haven't authorized these shoe releases and that this company is doing it independently on their own. But, that's what they saying out in the open. That's what they saying outright, in my opinion, because if they weren't down with it in some way, then lawsuits will be filed. This is a major person. He's like a popular person. Lil Nasty is popular. He's gonna sell hella shoes. As a matter of fact, they just released them and they sold out. I think they sold out in under a minute. So he's making buku bucks off of this, and then the resale value of those shoes too is gonna go up. So there's no way they wouldn't make lawsuits about this because it's money being made. That's what I think. They are down with it, but on the low key end of the spectrum, because I'm sure, although they may come out and say, well, we haven't authorized it, on the low, they may be getting some cut of the money so they won't sue. You see what I'm saying? But these Satan shoes, they have the pentagram on them. They have red ink in them with 1 drop of actual human blood in them. And this is the, blood sacrifice part I was talking about. That's just little blood sacrifice on a small scale. And whose blood is it? Well, they said the people that work at Mischief, they say it's from their own employees, and they didn't even do it professionally. He said they pricked their fingers and just put some blood in there. Like, this is some blood magic ritual stuff. Why in the world would I want to walk around with someone else's blood in my shoes? That didn't make no damn sense. I don't want no blood on my shoes or in my shoes. Like the red bottom, they call them blood. These is bloody shoes. Now you literally have bloody shoes. You literally have bloody shoes now. Who knows what type of rituals has been done with that stuff? That pure demonic, And in the advertisement photo of the shoe, if you've seen the photo, it has Lil Nasty holding up the shoe, covering up one of his eyes. So again, this is another confirmation from my last video. The last video I did, which was entitled, Why the Bad Guys Always Telling Themselves, where I spoke about their symbolism of covering their one eye. This is to represent the coming Dajjal, the coming Antichrist, who will have one good working eye. And some say both of his eyes won't even work that good, but only one of them he'll be able to see out of. And this is to subconsciously get you ready for it. It's representing Satan, the one eye, the all-seeing eye. And so now, you have folks like me and others who aren't even religious, but they have a belief in the Most High, and they know that Satanism is evil and wrong. You have people like us who are speaking against this stuff. This dude's doing a whole twerk fest to Satan. And what's happening now may be surprising to you, but not to me. You have people, people are actually having a problem that we are coming out against Satanism and this bull crap, bulliptious video, this cornball video, this trolling video for attention video. People having a problem that we coming out and speaking out against it, that we coming out against the promotion of Satanism. You have people on social media saying things like, basically like, yeah, but we all sin, we all do forms of wrong. Oh, especially you religious people. Y'all really the worst. Y'all claim religion and y'all do blah, blah. So what if you worship Satan? I mean, who cares? So what if he sells satanic shoes? You're worse. Because you claim a religion and you do major sins. First off, see, this is why Allah says in the Quran that if you're a person who's striving for righteousness, if you're a person who has submitted to Islam, you shouldn't claim righteousness or purity for yourself. In chapter 53, verse 32, Allah says, those who avoid great sins accept the small faults. Verily, your Lord is of vast forgiveness. He knows you well when he created you from the earth and when you were fetuses in your mother's wombs. So ascribe not purity to yourselves. Allah knows best him who fears Allah and keeps his duty to him. So, don't don't ascribe purity to yourselves. Don't try to call yourself righteous and all of that, because there's folks out here, like I just mentioned, you walking around calling yourself righteous and pure, and at the slightest mistake, if you sneeze wrong, they will be there to expose you. They will be there to mock you. They will be there to call you out and laugh at you. You should rather you should say, no, I'm a sinner striving for righteousness. And to be clear, righteousness is to not have major sins as your character trait. And even if you feel you have achieved that level, don't even say it. Don't even speak and say that you're righteous, because you don't know what's written for you in your future. So you always want to remain humble. But also, what these people have exposed is that simply they are followers of Satanism, because hit dogs holler. Even those who are sinful yet believe in the Most High and hope one day to give up their evil ways, even the most sinful people, when you talk to them about Satanism and would they worship Satan, they're going to puff their blunt, they're going to sip their Henny, and then they're going to say, man, hell no, I'm not worshiping Satan. I believe in God. I don't want to do that. So these people defending Lil Nasty X are telling you that they are Satanists themselves, which is another admonition which is another admission of them saying that they have accepted white supremacy over them. Because like I said, white supremacy is Satanism, Satanism is white supremacy. So this is them admitting that they have accepted white supremacy over them. They are fine with it as long as they get to practice the other form of Satanism under that, and that is to do what thou wilt shall be the whole of the law, as Aleister Crowley put it. It is to do whatever the hell you want to do and, not really care. This is the world we live in now, the world of Satanism. And when you try to mention Allah alone and mention that we should strive for righteousness, they respond the way Allah said in the Quran in chapter 39, verse 45. Allah says, and when Allah is mentioned alone, the hearts of those who do not believe in the hereafter shrink with aversion. But when those worshipped other than him are mentioned, immediately they rejoice. So you see these people online being so proud that Lil Nas X was twerking his booty cheeks on Satan's lap. Like, yes, we're making you religious people so upset and angry. We love this. Why are you so happy about making those who want to be righteous upset? Why are you happy about that? That's not a good thing. Because you have shirk in your heart. You have polytheism in your heart. You're a Satanist. That's why. You start talking about Allah alone and what comes with that, and you start talking against Lil Nasty X and everybody, now everybody wants to turn away and talk down to you. But if you start talking about crystals, you start talking about Satanism, you start talking about burning sage and astrology and tantric sex and your gods, and people like, oh yeah, we love that. Yeah, keep going. Yeah, cause see, I'm not religious. I'm just spiritual. Stop it. What they're saying is, see, I'm better than you because I do whatever I want to do and worship however I want to worship. And I don't have to live by the laws that the books say. I make up my own. While you're trying to live by those laws and you fall short, now you look like a hypocrite, which makes me look better than you because I don't try to live by that. No. It just shows you have no form of willpower. It just shows that you won't even submit to God alone or even try to live by the laws that Allah has given. It just shows that you're in fact weak as hell. You brag about being spiritual, meanwhile you're depressed as hell. So how did that really help you? And on the other hand, you have those of you who calling out to other gods, calling out to Ogun. You're calling out to Satan. Ogun is Satan. Uh-oh. I wasn't supposed to say that, huh? Yes, Ogun is Satan. It's a made-up deity that you're calling upon. And a jinn comes as its representative to help you. What will Allah say on the day of judgment to those who used to call upon other gods besides Allah? In chapter 36, verse 60, Allah will tell them, "Did I not enjoin upon you, O children of Adam, that you should not worship Satan? For indeed, he is to you a clear enemy." Also in chapter 4, verse 117, Allah says about the pagan Arabs, and see, this is what they used to do. But, this verse can also be applied to now. It could be applied to people who call on their other gods, whether these guys are male or female or whatever. But the pagan Arabs in the past, they used to call on female deities. And so Allah was mentioning them, and he said, they call upon, instead of Allah, female deities, but yet they actually call upon none but a rebellious Satan. So they're calling upon Satan. They're calling upon jinn. They're not calling upon Allah. They're not calling upon real deities. So yeah, when you calling on these other gods, you're calling on Satan yourself. So maybe what you don't like about what Lil Nasty is doing is the classlessness of how he's doing it, or how liberal he's going about it. You like your Satanism a little bit more conservative, I guess. But see, these people and their weak excuses of why we can't call out Lil Nasty X is like the same excuses that Firaun gave to Musa. He told Musa, when Musa came to him, he told Musa, "Hey, Musa, don't forget though, you killed that dude back in the day. You remember that, right? You killed old boy. So who are you to come and tell me to now follow God and what I'm doing is wrong and to let your people go? You sinful just like me." See, that's what Firaun said. So people these days, they do these things to escape from you enjoining the good and forbidding the evil upon them. And they do it as a way to guilt you away from doing so. But don't ever fall into that. As Allah says in the Quran, we do not fear the blame of the blamers. We speak a straight word and we keep it funky. And that's what we're going to continue to do. This is all some bullcrap they're pushing on us. This is all pushing of the agenda. That's all it is. And he's just a tool and a slave to it. So thank you for tuning in. May Allah help us see another video. May Allah help us see another day. Ramadan is coming up. Hopefully all the believers get to see the end of Ramadan and many more Ramadans. And hopefully you all can tune back in next time. Thank you for tuning in. This is Bilal Abdullah Mujahid of Black Muslim in America. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm out of here. Assalamu alaikum and peace.